And I'm live. I hope they can hear me. And of course, it's going to start pouring rain right now, right? Do, do, do. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Cool, good stuff. I'm going to turn my thing around. I don't know where Michelle's going. Here we go. Right. This is here. I'm going to move it closer. Michelle, grab your stuff, please, because I'm going to move closer. I don't want to leave her stuff just sitting here. We are at the Toronto Org. They are on the 3rd floor up here on top of the paint store. It's okay to leave Scientology even if you're old and lived your whole life. Being part of a cult that uses coercive control to tap into your personal wealth is not cool. Being part of an organization that human traffics, abuses children sexually, mentally, and physically is not okay.
Just give me a lay up when you're moving it.
I'm going to stay here.
Okay.
Yep. Michelle has done a little writing on the ground. You can leave Scientology. 888 free FREE 002. The Aftermath Foundation can help you leave. Michelle has written the number on the ground here. Just let me know. I'm going to keep this in my hand because I'm using my using this as a, and it's really fucking windy. It's really fucking windy. So anyway, I'm just gonna, we're standing just outside of their org entrance. For those of you who don't know, they apparently are having some kind of graduation to do with St. Hill. I'm not sure the details. All I know is I saw a sign. Hi, and welcome in, everybody. It's a pleasure to see you all. Unlike in the summer when my phone overheated and everything died and I you couldn't hear me, you couldn't see me. I was talking to you for hours. Oh my God, that was so funny. Actually, we had some really good conversations in that last stream. We talked to a young girl who was actually a former Jehovah's Witness, and she told us all about some stuff. We talked to a guy who was a skater who was in the Aaron Cairo environment, so he knew all about skating. It's okay to leave Scientology. The phone number is 888 FREE 002. And then there was another fellow we talked to who was a psychologist, and he was actually writing a book on cults and Scientology. So we are here just for the event. It's, of course, it was supposed to be, you know, +3 degrees and sort of sunny, and it's changed to fucking freezing and raining. So I packed light and brought my my warm and woolies. Friday grad night for those who passed a course. Yeah, Alex posted something on his page too in regards to this. So I saw that as well. Yeah. David Miscavige is technically not a Scientologist. David Miscavige is not one of T-levels. David Miscavige spends all your money going to party with Tom Cruise in foreign places. He gets Italian loafers and custom suits and drinks the finest whiskey. And you all give your money to him. Anything you'd like me to tell people, folks? Let's see. Yeah, it is a residential area, Miriam. They used to be, there's a big building, a big abandoned building here in Toronto. They used to be there, and then they moved to a residential area near a mall across from a bar, and now they are here. They were asked to leave the other building because they told them they could either rent the whole building or they could leave because the residents couldn't, the owners couldn't lease the other parts of the building. So yeah, so that was that. Yep. Lara FM, Jamie Mustard, Nora Ames, Liz Gale, Dylan Gill, and many other children are speaking out about the abuses of Scientology. What's your stuff there, Michelle?
Like I said, if you move, just finish out. Otherwise,
Yeah, I just don't want anybody to run over it. I don't want your stuff getting stolen.
it's on me.
Yeah. Right, can you stand here for a second? Because that will blow over if I don't hold it. Because I want to go videotape what you wrote on the ground. Okay, so Michelle's done a little bit of chalking. I didn't think it was chalk worthy today because I thought there would be snow everywhere, but turns out there's some place. All right. So she's got leave Scientology. It's 002, not just 02. Yeah, they're not going to get through. So, what else has she got? Why David Miscavige is allowed to be a millionaire. Go on. The Aftermath Foundation will help you leave Scientology. Yeah, she's missing a 0 there, so she has to fix that. I have to go back and hold the sign so it doesn't blow over. There you go. Oh gosh, I hope. You can leave Scientology. Contact the Aftermath Foundation. 888 3002. They will provide you money and support to find work and housing and mental health help to reestablish yourself in a normal human environment and not a coercive control cult. You're losing your pension. You're losing your families. Your children born and raised in Scientology will be physically and mentally abused. There's probably a freight elevator. Is there one down the back? Ah.
And I'm going to put my...
Hi, Adira.
Okay, I took...
Hi, Rika. Who else is in here? I see Peter. I see. We're early. The event doesn't start till 6:30, I think. But we got here early enough because some of them like to come super early. So, okay, I'm going to move ahead a bit. I'm going to go right here. Here we go. I don't know whose car. What? Well, I can put your stuff here and hang it, like your little bag can get hung up on that. Yeah. Yeah. We're not zooming in on people. The entrance is right here, guys. Just right there by the door. So I'm just standing here with my little sign, making calls.
That was the megaphone.
Oh. Yeah, there's
Freeloader debt is unenforceable.
freeloader debt is not legally enforceable. You can leave Scientology, Corey Chrisman says, out the front door. It's okay to walk away. There are organizations that can help you get reestablished in society. You can leave the Sea Org. Okay.
I don't really care as much about the TV. I'm going to go back online. No one was there. So I wasn't sure I was... And I'm going to go for a little walk and check and see if the back entrance.
Yeah, don't take too long in case they try and mug me.
Just, we need to...
And don't follow anyone.
I don't need that.
Hey, Donna. Good to see you, love. Hey, Jennifer. Hi, Jojo. It is, you know what it is? There's a Sherwin-Williams store at Danforth, and I think it's Selby or Selma or something like that. But it's near Main Station. You're just a little east of Main Station. But it's right in a residential area. Dude, hi, Irish. It's chilly. I'm glad I wore the long coat because it was supposed to be warm. It was supposed to be warm. Are you good?
So I'm just going to do a quick little reconnoiter.
Okay, Michelle's on her way. She's going to do a tour de thing, and I'm just going to stand here and hold my little sign. You see my little sign? I've got, so if anybody zooms in, they're going to get that. And then, and because it was so fucking windy, I was trying to kind of tape that with Michelle's wallpaper tape, but I rubbed some of the writing off. I'll just remedy that, but for the time being, this will do. And we're just waiting for people to arrive. So once a few bodies get here, then I'm gonna. But it's not like Los Angeles where you see massive amounts of people coming back and forward, right? They have to go upstairs to the 3rd floor in this building. Like, they've got all the drapes pulled down. Like, you can't see anything. As long as you guys can hear me okay. I had to make sure my mics were all set up.
An interpolation. That's an interpolation of scientists.
Is that? There's 3 of them up the top here. Hang on, let's see if we can get over there. They're like, oh my goodness, these awful people, they've come to destroy us. Here they come, they're coming, they're coming. The worst crime Scientology committed is erasing a child's mind. Anderson wants to say hi, Auntie Pat. Laura Megan Anderson in Los Angeles wants to say hello to her Auntie Pat and tell her she loves her. Laura Megan Anderson was human trafficked from Los Angeles. Then she was taken to a child slave camp in California, where she lived for many years, where she was sexually, physically, and mentally abused, along with Jenna Miscavige. And then they were human trafficked to Florida, to the Clearwater Fort Harrison Hotel. Scientology is still committing child abuse and human trafficking. In the days of Trumpstein, you would think people would stop abusing children and human trafficking under the guise of a false narrative that they like to pretend is a religion. Thankfully, here in Canada, it's not a religion. Scientology is considered a threat to the Constitution in Germany. It's considered a cult in Belgium, Greece, France, Argentina, Russia, Japan. If you were human trafficked and subjected to forced labor anywhere in North America, if you were shipped to Los Angeles or Philadelphia or Portland, New York City, or Clearwater, Florida, you can go to the website Victims Have Voices and look up how to file an FBI crime report. It is not okay to traffic human beings under the guise of a false religion. Scientology physically, mentally, and sexually abuses children. Thank you. I'm not going to be loud all night. I'm just going to stand here with my little sign and Michelle's. Yeah, freeloader debt is illegal. Tori Chrisman says, if you want to leave Scientology, use the front door. Why is it okay for David Miscavige to change the check multiple times when LRH made it clear that doing this is a suppressive act? Are you okay with Scientology being squirreled? Enjoy your David Miscavigeology. David Miscavige squirreled the check. It's not okay according to your own rules and regulations. David Miscavige is a squirrel. And he's really super short too. The Aftermath Foundation can help you leave Scientology. They'll provide you housing and money and a means to find a job. There are support networks out there that can help you. your e-meter and go and enjoy nature for a few months. Freeloader debt is not legally enforceable. You can leave the door. Just leave out the front door. Or you can leave out the back door. But you can leave. It's okay. Go see your families. It's okay to leave the Sea Org and have children. Lara FM, Jamie Mustard, Nora Ames, all were abused in Scientology, sexually, physically, and mentally. They were human trafficked across America. Reese Quibell, she was trafficked to Germany and London, to St. Hill. She was also sexually abused by a Scientologist and nobody gave a shit. David Miscavige is not a Scientologist because he takes your money and he goes on holiday with Tom Cruise. What OT level is David Miscavige and why is he squirreling the tech? I'm going to need a beer after this, guys. Hi. Here, I can give you a card if you want. Come here. I have a card. You can. We have information. And if you just want to hand them out in the neighborhood. Yeah, just let your neighbors know because it's a cult and they human traffic and they abuse children. Yes, yes. Oops. Oh, they've got the photographers in. Oops. Here, let me just. Here, sorry guys, I'm just trying to stop things from blowing away here. Oops. Ah, this tape is shit, by the way. Not good. Wallpaper, don't bring wallpaper tape to a protest. It does fuck all. Fuck off. When it's windy and you're trying to tape something. Oh, there we go. All right, I can use my hand. Okay. How's everybody going? How's your Friday? I got my little mods. They're so European. They're so European, so they have to be here late at night. It's late in Europe. It is, and I appreciate the mods. Oh. Let's see how many people they're going to get here. Oh, yep, the wind's kicking up again. My little signage is getting blown around. Sorry if I'm wobbling, guys. What's this? Hey, Mommers, nice to see you, babes. Child auditing is child abuse. Here, let me get this. Let me get this guy. Ooh, there we go. There it goes. This is why I put that little sign right there on my face. Scientology abuses children and the elderly. Freeloader debt is not legally enforceable. You can leave Scientology, you just have to leave through the front door. Oh, the wind. My hand. Oh. My gloves are going to be covered in paint. There's not many people coming. Boop. It's very windy. Why did that have to be windy? It's always windy when we come. Last time we came, it was pouring freaking rain. It was so disgusting. So disgusting. My signage is going to go boop, boop, boop. The children of Scientology Sea Org are speaking out against the physical, mental and sexual abuse that they entailed. You can leave Scientology. 888 FREE 002. Stop. Okay. I just want to zoom in on my little sign. Oops. Okay. Gosh, here I'm trying to hold this. Here, let me zoom out. Whee. Here we go. Can you read that? I actually wrote this down from a protest from Father's Day. Nora walked around the building, and that is what she actually said. She walked. Remember when the old guy approached her and asked her where she lived and where she was from, and you know, basically she invited him over for a meal. That's what actually what Nora said. Scientology is a child and human trafficking cult. Children have been sexually abused, and they're speaking out about it. CR children were raised on a slave camp in California. No. Jan, you should come. Ooh. Yeah, I'm about 45 minutes from here too, Jan. Woohoo. Michelle's streaming live on Facebook somewhere. I'm not sure what page it is, but she's streaming live. I'll probably be sick when I get home because it's gross out. I'm glad I wore my long coat. It was supposed to be like sunny and lovely, and then this afternoon the weather changed and it's fucking cold and windy. But this is like, their event starts, I think at 6:30, and it just shows you. Laura Anderson wants to send her love to Auntie Pat. Is Amy here? I didn't see her. Hi, Amy. Gosh, it's so fucking windy. I hate it. Michelle's tea is lying on the ground here beside me. I might move forward a bit. Shuffle, shuffle. Maybe it'll help me block the wind if that car's beside me. Oh. Doing a good job, girl.
I asked the child.
What did he say?
I said, have they put you on the cans? And the child said yes.
The little kid that just walked in?
Yes.
Horrible parents. Child auditing is child abuse. Asking sexual questions of an infant is disgusting. Scientology is a human trafficking cult. We don't want them in a residential neighborhood in Toronto. What? This idiot in the thing? Yeah. That's terrible. What did they say to you, Michelle?
I went over with them and I put the camera to the side and I said, you're not on camera. We're only filming Scientologists. They said, we are Scientologists.
Oh my God.
So they broke whatever warning.
What did that guy say?
He said, spend it all on crack. Spend it all on crack. But he got too close.
Yeah. just keeping an eye on that. Yeah, there's not. See, my tea is rubbed off on my gloves because I'm holding the fucking sign. It's so windy. It is so windy. Look, there goes my sign. Whee! Yep. I'm just standing here trying to survive. Okay. Scientology abuses children. There are multiple children who grew up in the Sea Org who are speaking out today. Jay Mustard has just released last year a book called Child X. It talks about the neglect and the abuse that he endured as an infant through to his 19th birthday where he escaped from Clearwater, Florida. He was trafficked from LA to Clearwater to be a slave on the free winds. I've been mocking up my own reactive mind, and I'm not going to do it anymore. There's not many people here, guys. Like, we're at their main entrance. Michelle went around the back of the building to see if there was anybody, anybody else around. Nope. Here, I'm actually going to move further. I'm going to move closer. Because why the fuck not? Sing it, baby, sing it. I've been mocking up my own reactive mind, and I'm not going to do it anymore. Shout it loud, girl. Oh, do you? Can I do that? The Aftermath Foundation can help you leave. Claire and Mark Headley are helping to fund, and Phil Jones, let's not forget about the beautiful Phil Jones. They're helping Scientologists leave this human trafficking slave labor cult. You too can leave Scientology. 888 FREE 002. Scientology is a child abusing human trafficking cult. Child auditing is not okay. Asking small children sexual questions is not okay. They're inside on their phones. I just saw the reflection in the glass. They're having a moment. Scientology abuses children. Read the book Child X.
They're just taking advantage of you. You know that. You understand that.
You can buy self-help books at the library. Scientology is an abusive cult. It's not okay to audit children. Scientology abuses children. Yeah, right in here.
All I remember is Scientology was at
They were at the Young Street.
building, construction, and then Young College.
But no, they for a long time were at Young or Victoria Park in Oakland.
Yeah. For about 5 years, yeah.
Well, we protested so hard the landlord kicked them out.
They have to cut off the tax.
They don't. Well, they're not considered a church here in Canada. It's just a cult.
I know because
Yeah.
in Norway, what is it, in Norway I read that, or as they call it, they cut off the tax rate to
Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, I think it was Norway or Sweden or something like that. Yeah, because they didn't meet. Yeah. Yeah. They just can't afford to renovate it. If you're in the Sea Ark, you are a slave. You can leave Scientology. Freeloader debt is not legally enforceable. It's okay to leave right out the front door. Why is it okay for David Miscavige to change the tech multiple times when LRH made it clear that doing this is a suppressive act? Are you okay with Scientology being squirreled? Enjoyed your David Miscavology. Asking children sexual questions is not okay. Hiding child abuse and rape behind the big blue building or a flag in Clearwater is not okay. Kendrick Moxon, Janet Wheeland, Kristen Catano Peterston, Jennifer Krauskopf, you're all complicit. Hi, Audit. Good to see you, babe. Jamie Mustard said the greatest crime Scientology committed is erasing a child's mind. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just like to hear the sound of my own voice. Yeah. Hey, Miriam, you know what to do. It is 6:07.
So the good news is there aren't a lot of people coming here tonight.
There's not. This is the thing, guys. There's not a lot going on. Oh, and for the ignorant person who I actually don't give a shit about in my chat, who can go and fuck herself, hey, we're yelling because they're inside a building up high, and we can't get. The only way they can hear us is if we shout. So that's why. Thank you. And I gave out some of the F Scientol cards to a gentleman who Michelle spoke to, and I said, hand them out to some of your neighbors. So yeah, there's not much going on here, folks. They came to the door a few times and looking to see what's going on. And yeah, so this is the giant org in Toronto. Yep, this is it. You can leave the Sea Ark 888 FREE 002 2, the Aftermath Foundation can help you with housing, a job, and financial support. Scientology has been human trafficking and sexually abusing children for decades behind the guise of a religion. Because L. Ron Hubbard said, if you want to get rich, start a religion. And he wrote all the OT levels while he was on LSD. Laura Anderson wants to say hi to Auntie Pat. She loves you. Scientology has been trafficking and abusing people for years. If you're in the Sea Org, you are a slave. We have something called minimum wage in Toronto. There are labor laws. Being in the Sea Org, you should be getting minimum wage. Michelle has left some messages in chalk. I actually didn't bring any chalk because I thought there would be snow still on the ground because it's still cold out. As you see, there's still snow everywhere, right? David Miscavige takes all your IAS money and he spends it on vacations with Tom Cruise. And he buys buildings. You're not clearing anything. The only thing Scientology in Toronto clears is the snow at the front entrance of the org. Oh yeah, apparently he wrote all the OT levels while he was on LSD. Yeah. The RFP or the RPF is illegal. Running slave labor is not okay. They may have convinced you, but it's not allowed. It's not legal. You can leave Scientology. It's not okay for people to be abused. Children are not adults in small bodies. That's a bullshit narrative so that you can sexually abuse children. That is not okay. The Aftermath Foundation can help you leave Scientology. It's not okay to be a slave in the Sea Org. Canada has labor laws. Disconnection destroys families. The children of the Sea Org are speaking out about the abuses they entailed, sexual, mental, and physical. You can leave right out the front door. 888 FREE 002. You can have financial assistance, housing, and someone can help you find a job and reestablish yourself in a real society, not a cult. Why is it okay for David Miscavige to change the tech? He's squirreling the tech. David Miscavige is not a proper Scientologist. He's a suppressive. I've been mocking up my own reactive mind, and I'm not doing it anymore. If it's true for you, it's true for you. Think for yourself. If you're not allowed to think outside of Scientology, you are not free. This org is really busy, huh? Yeah, really busy. Do you see all the people? Yeah, loads and loads of people. Look. This is a main intersection. This is a main road. And it's a very residential neighborhood. That's crazy. I saw his reflection in the. Yeah. Gosh, we always get the windy, rainy days, don't we? It happened this last time.
The windy, rainy days.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we might as well give it right to 6:30.
Yeah, let's wait till 6:30. We've only got 15 minutes. And the best part is there's lots of little spots we can go, you know, grab a coffee or a tea or something, or even a beer on the way home. So.
Sandra can have a beer. Michelle's not drinking.
Oh, well, I'm not drinking either, so we can go have a hot chocolate or something.
Or Guinness Zero.
There's a Guinness Zero? Oh, Guinness, tell me no. Tell me no. Hi, Erie, nice to see you.
I had one and I did not enjoy it.
Yeah.
Hello, anyone in the chat?
There's Audit, there's Irish, there's Amy,
Hey,
there's
Audit.
Jennifer, there's Erie, there's Jennifer Layton, there's Donna Davis.
Here's my face.
There she is.
Occasionally I'm in the chat. Every once in a while, and no one can pronounce my name because it's Rumble Rambles, my last name. That's who I am.
Rumble Rambles T.O.
No
That's
one ever
her.
knows how to
That's
say it.
her.
And I don't chat much, so if you see me chatting,
Yeah.
make a wish or buy a lotto ticket.
Yeah. I've been mocking up my own reactive mind, and I'm not doing it anymore. And you know what else you shouldn't be doing? You should not be supporting somebody who thinks it's okay to passionately kiss a 7-year-old girl and she shouldn't react. That is disgusting. That is child abuse. Putting children on the cans is child abuse. Asking children sexual questions is child abuse. Do you think there's a party room? They're having a function? Hmm. Hmm. Is that Uber? Is that an Uber full of Sea Orgs? No, they're not happy that there's people here. Own reactive mind. Scientology is an abusive cult. It's not okay to abuse children. Children should not be audited. It's not okay for children to be passionately kissing anybody. You're just a guy. Hi, guy. Did he just drop his wife off? I've been mocking up my own reactive mind and I'm not doing it anymore. Freeloader debt is not legally enforceable. You can leave Scientology at any time. Walk out the front door. Woohoo. What did he say?
He was trying to be very peppy to me.
Peppy. He was being peppy, was he?
He told me that he was helping people because he's a Scientologist.
Helping people leave their bank accounts? You can keep your money and enjoy retirement. Stop giving it to David Miscavige. He's just spending it on vacations with Tom Cruise while you guys slave away in the Sea Org for $47 a week, if you're lucky. I know, Audit, you should. We should get, Michelle and I, every time we seem to come out here, it's friggin' miserable, And then I see you guys going, oh, we should wear a little sweater because it gets a little chilly in the evening here in Los Angeles. So when Reese was there last week and she was like, it's not cold, what are you guys talking about? I was killing myself laughing. Mind you, you guys get really, really, really hot summers, don't you? I'm just reading the chat because before the last time, I don't know if you guys remember, the last time we came out, my phone overheated in the summer and we'd had the most amazing conversations with a whole bunch of people. An ex-Jehovah's Witness, a psychologist who'd been studying Scientology as a cult for about 20, 30 years, and he was writing a book about it. There was another one where we had a Jehovah's Witness, and then a young guy who was, oh yeah, did you know that L. Ron Hubbard lied about smoking? He said if you quit smoking, you'll get cancer. He's a big fat fibber. And he wasn't even in the Navy that long. He got kicked out. And he stole all of the tech from other organizations. And Scientology is based on sex magic and the occult. Oh, sorry. What was I saying? Let's see. I'm glad you guys are all chatting amongst yourself. Scientology has been trafficking children and all across North America and Europe for decades. Scientology is an abusive organization. Hi.
Is there a Scientology center here?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, on the 3rd floor.
How long has it been here?
Probably about 1.5 years to 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. We're just letting the neighborhood know because you're welcome. Yes, children from the Sea Org, born and raised, are speaking out about how they were raised in a slum, in filth with cockroaches and rats and maggots and bathed in their own shit and left to sleep in beds and mattresses covered in piss without blankets. And then they were moved to slave camps in the hills of California. And then after the slave camps in California, they were human trafficked to Clearwater to become slaves to the wealthy Scientologist wills. Child X by Jamie Mustard outlines all of this in great detail. Liz Gale has been writing books. She's on her 2nd or 3rd one right now. Nora Ames has been speaking out about it. Reese Quibell has been speaking out about it. Reese Quibell grew up and was raised in Kansas at the Kansas Org, where she was abused sexually and some peg threw a fax machine at her when she was a child. Many people get into Scientology for all the right reasons. They think they're trying to make the world a better place, when actually it's just daylight robbery for a real estate scam. And they covered up decades of rape. Danny Masterson went to jail for 30 years because Scientology covered up multiple rapes that he committed. And he's still a good standing Scientologist. They didn't kick him out for being a rapist. Oh, they put the outside lights on. Like, the event is supposed to start at 6:30. This is the big crowd. Auntie Pat, if you're in there, Laura Anderson sends her love. She really, really misses you. Jeff Beaumont, yes, Jeff Beaumont is out in BC and he's helping people. He's a counselor now to help people leave abusive cult and religious environments. Why is it okay for David Miscavige to squirrel the tech? Why can he change the tech? LRH said you are not allowed to change the tech. David Miscavige is therefore a squirrel. Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. And you know what squirrels like? They like nuts. And you know what David Miscavige likes? Tom Cruise's nuts.
Wow, I have not heard that whole story.
I just made that up.
Is that the reality you're mocking?
Yeah, I've been mocking up my own reactive mind.
We've got the dregs coming in here. And then we'll have to cross back across the great mighty dawn. 3 minutes. We got a little bit of action here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, there's not much going on, folks. Really, honestly, it's very, very quiet.
Some would
Like-
say it's not useful to be protesting, but here's the thing: we're also gathering information, and the
Yeah.
information is
And-
as dead as we think it is.
Yeah, and you know what? The other part of that is too. Like, you guys have noticed, like, several people have stopped us and have said, "Scientology's here. Please keep protesting." Like, you know, a lot of people are understanding that.
Gratitude we're getting.
Oh, there's Amy. Barely anybody has gone in. I would say maybe 20 people tops.
What? Maybe 28. Like, you know, it's been over under 30. We can say that. For sure.
Yeah. 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 Under 30. Isn't that ridiculous? It's audit. It is almost 6:30. 2-minute warning. Apparently, they're supposed to be starting their event at 6:30. I think the event was supposed to start at 6:30.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone comes in here, they don't deserve it.
We got here, excuse me for burping people. We got here early because we've noticed in the past,
Early, as I like to say.
early. What do you say?
Early.
We got here early, early. And it's just like I say curly, you say
I don't know what.
curly.
Curly?
Uh-huh.
Is that like as in hair?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I say curly, you say.
Curly.
I say early, you say.
Early. I say murder. You say.
Murder.
Never get there.
It's okay. Audit. I can't remember if I sent you the sign that I had. It was some kind of special graduation in St. Hill. There was people coming from St. Hill to the Toronto org for some special graduation. And Alex,
right.
Apostate Alex also shared it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
But apparently no one cares.
yeah,
Well, we've done our work here.
Yeah.
I'm going to sign off on this one.
yeah. It's not okay to be a slave in the Sea Org. There's a young fella out of the Edinburgh org in Scotland who just asked some questions, and he was put on the RPF punishment squad, and he said, "Not today, Phaeton," and he walked out the front door and he never went back. You are allowed to think for yourself. It's okay to do things outside of what Scientology said. You can read normal books. You don't have to just focus on what L. Ron LSD Hubbard said. I have a copy of L. Ron Hubbard's autopsy report, and he was on pharmaceutical drugs when he died. Did you know that? Lisa McPherson died because Scientology starved her for 17 days at the Fort Harrison Hotel. Her autopsy shows that she was starved to death and eaten by cockroaches while she was still alive. That one was called the introspection rundown, and it killed her. And instead of taking her to the hospital, they drove her for about an hour and a half to some Scientology quack. It's okay to leave the Sea Org. Freeloader debt is not enforceable. The way out is the front door. The biggest crime Scientology ever committed was erasing a child's mind. Child auditing is child abuse. And with that, people, I thank you. I bid you farewell, and we're going to go get a hot chocolate.
Adieu.
And you.
So long.
Farewell, Avita Xanadu.
Will help you happily.
Bye, guys. I forget how to do this.